Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great and staying safe. So in today's video, I will be sharing some tips and strategies that I used when I was doing CA, and these tips were really helpful. So I thought why not share it with you guys. But before we get into this video, I just want to give you guys a small disclaimer. I'm not making this video to brag about something. It's just that when I was doing CA, I had so many questions in my mind, but back then I didn't know any other CA or any other person to whom I can reach out to get the answers to my question. So I thought now when I have become a CA, why not make a good use of this platform and share my experience with you guys. And secondly, if you are not a CA student, then also you can watch this video because you can apply these tips in whatever you are studying. And also please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. So having said that, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I did, and it was really important, was to create a timetable. So before creating a subject-wise timetable, I decided on the number of hours and the time slots in which I will be studying. So let me just share that with you first. So this was my routine for around 4.5 months during my study leave, which I got from my articleship. So I used to get up early in the morning. I used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and used to study at a stretch of 5 hours from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Then 9 to 10 used to be my break. Then I used to sit again for studying at 10 a.m. and used to study at a stretch of 4 hours from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So 2 to 4 used to be my break time. Then I used to sit again at 4 and study from 4 till 8. Then I used to take a break at 8 and from 8 to 9 or 9:30. And then I used to sit again at 9:30 and study till 11:30. And then I used to sleep at 11 or 11:30, whatever it was. So this was my study routine. Now you can modify this accordingly depending upon whether you are a morning person or a night person, because a lot of people prefer to study at night and sleep during the day. So you can alter this accordingly. Now what I did was I literally counted the number of days that I had before my CA final exams and made a timetable for each day. And I not only write the name of the subject, but rather I used to write the topic that I want to cover, because it's really important to tie yourself to a certain timeline so that you don't take too much time to cover a topic or just assign too little to a topic or a subject. This process is going to take some time and analysis, but trust me, once you have prepared this kind of a timetable, you will be able to cover everything so smoothly and you won't panic. So I used to study a theory subject in the morning because I felt after waking up, my mind is a little bit more fresh than any other time of the day, and it's easy to mug up things early in the morning. So I used to study theory subjects in the morning from 4 to 9, and for the rest of the day I used to study practical subjects. Now let me tell you one thing honestly, that you will have to modify or alter this timetable certain number of times. I also did that because you cannot prepare a perfect timetable for the first time, because sometimes you might assign say for example 4 hours to a topic, but it will actually take 6 hours or will get completed within 2 hours. So you'll have to modify your timetable accordingly, but it is really important to create one and just tick all the to-dos at the end of the day and feel good that you have achieved today's target. And this way you won't panic and you will know that I have these much days and I have to cover these topics in a systematic manner, and it will help you a lot. One thing that I want to add is, do not forget to add some buffer in your timetable, because when you're planning for say four and a half months, or even for a month, you don't know, there might be some days when you won't be able to study properly. So it is really important to have some buffer on a conservative side. So for example, if you're planning for four and a half months, or 3 months, so just deduct 7 to 10 days initially on a conservative basis, so that you have a little buffer at the end, and you can complete all the subjects and topics smoothly. The next thing that I did was I star marked questions or topics. Now, what I mean by that is, for example, there's a topic or a question that I find really easy. So I used to give that question or topic 1 star or no star at all. Then the questions or the topics that I find a little more tricky and a little more difficult, I used to give them 2 stars. And then the topics or the questions that I find really difficult or really important, or I know that I will have to look at them multiple number of times to have grip over them, I used to give them 3 stars. Now, how it helped me was, so when I was doing my revision, I knew that I have to first cover all the questions and topics that I've marked 3 stars, then 2 star, and then 1 star. So for example, if you don't have that much of time, you know that you have to do at least 3 star questions and topics to be on a safer side. Because as we know, in CA exams, we only get 1 day leave. एंड उस एक दिन में सारा कुछ कवर करना इज रियली डिफिकल्ट, और एग्जाम स्ट्रेस में हम पैनिक कर जाते हैं. तो अगर ये मार्किंग कर रखी होगी, तो you will be knowing that I have to first do these 3 star questions and topics, and then 2 star, और अगर टाइम बचा तो 1 star. So you can plan accordingly. It will really help. It helped me a lot. So just start marking or start assigning weightage to questions and topics as you are studying. So it will be really helpful and it will come really handy. The next thing that I did, you may find it a little weird, but trust me, it really helped me, and I hope you will also find it weirdly helpful. So, as we know that there are a lot of section numbers in taxation and even in law, and remembering all those section numbers is not an easy task. So what I did was I just recorded the section number along with the heading in my phone. So for example, section number 1 this, section number 2 this, section number 3 this. So I recorded this in my own voice in my phone. So how it helped me was, when I used to travel for classes, when you're traveling in a metro, it's very difficult to read through those bulky books. So you can utilize that travel time by just plugging in your earphones and listening to your own recording. In that way, if you will just keep on listening to the recording, you will start remembering the section number. And also, there are a lot of times when you are so tired of studying, your eyes are stressed and you don't want to hold on a book and study or read something. So at that time also, you can just plug in your earphones and listen to this recording of yours. Even if you are listening it absent-mindedly, you will start learning it. जैसे हम कोई गाना भी सुनते हैं तो 2-3 बार सुनने के बाद वो हमें याद होने लग जाता है. तो similarly, if you listen to this recording even absent-mindedly, you will start memorizing the section numbers. So just try this tip and it will really help you. So you can make this recording for any topic or anything that you think that you want to recall it again and again. Just make small recordings for 4 to 5 minutes and keep on listening to them throughout the day, and it will really help. Also, I have made a video on productivity tips. So you can watch that video to increase your productivity during the day. And I have made one more video wherein I have answered a lot of questions related to working in a big four versus industry, work-life balance, and a lot more. So I'll link these 2 videos here, and will also leave the link to them in the description box below, so you can watch it if you want. So this was it for today's video. I hope you will find these tips useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, keep smiling, stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe.